Hello guys and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid My DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss with Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, France President Emmanuel Macron claimed he's counting on Real Madrid to release star player Kylian Mbappe for the Summer Olympics, which will be taking place in Paris. We are going to be bringing you a full update on that in this episode as we progress, and then shortly after that, we are going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid veteran Lucas Vasquez has agreed to a one-year contract extension with the club, rejecting Juventus' offer which has been on the table for some time now. We are also going to be bringing you a full update on that in this episode as we progress, so please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bells so you do not miss out on our daily Real Madrid update. Kylian Mbappe at this point has virtually signed for Real Madrid, having announced his departure from Paris Saint-Germain. He will bid farewell at the Parc des Princes. With Paris Saint-Germain out of contention and contention in the UEFA Champions League, an announcement of the player's move to Real Madrid is imminent. In fact, it will be almost certain that he will arrive before the beginning of the Euros, which is slated to take place in Germany. In a recent social media post via his official X account, Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, addressed the topic of Kylian Mbappe's departure from Paris Saint-Germain and his participation in the upcoming Paris Olympics. To begin with, the diplomat refused to make any specific comment or provide any reaction to the player's decision to leave Paris Saint-Germain, as he said, "I don't have any particular comment." The president then insisted that he hoped Los Blancos would make an exception to permit the superstar to represent his nation in the quadrennial event. "I count on Real Madrid releasing Kylian Mbappe for the Olympic Games so that he can come and play with the French national team," the French President Emmanuel Macron said. It is not the first time Macron has commented on Mbappe's availability for the Paris Olympics, and it is clear at this point that the president deeply desires to see Kylian Mbappe released by Real Madrid to play in the event. After all, he said only earlier this week that he would pressurize Mbappe's future club to allow the player to participate. "I hope he will participate. Anyway, I put the most respect and pressure on his future team, but it is always the same. Let's see, one match after another. First, we have the European Championship, and therefore on July 14th, they must win." Real Madrid, however, remain firm in their stance of not following the player to participate in the Olympics, especially given that it starts almost immediately after the European Championships. Playing two back-to-back events after a hectic season, after all, could jeopardize the Frenchman's start to life at his new club. So it is left to be seen whether Real Madrid and President Florentino Perez give in the demands of Emmanuel Macron to release Kylian Mbappe to take place in the Paris Olympics in the summer. We are going to be bringing you more updates on that in the coming weeks or months. Having discussed and concluded with that, we are now going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid veteran Lucas Vasquez has reportedly agreed a one-year contract extension with the club after rejecting offers from Juventus. Real Madrid have a number of players whose contracts expire at the end of the ongoing season, whose futures are yet to be resolved. Nacho Fernandez looks certain to leave the club when his deal expires on June 30th, while Toni Kroos is expected to sign a new deal and continue. Only a while ago, reports emerged claiming that Luka Modric will not be staying at the Santiago Bernabeu, even though it was suggested recently that the midfielder could continue. Now there is an update on the situation of another veteran star in the form of Lucas Vasquez. As per journalist Ramon Alvarez, Lucas Vasquez and Real Madrid have reached an agreement to renew the versatile defender's contract by one more year. Vasquez has proven himself to be more than a handy alternative at right back this season, delivering clutch performances each time he has been called upon. Carlo Ancelotti has been impressed by the versatile right back's contributions, and the player himself feels valued at the club. As such, it is now being claimed that Lucas Vasquez has agreed a new one-year deal with Real Madrid and will continue at the Bernabeu until 2025. Given that he has set to become a free agent, Vasquez had plenty of interest in his services, particularly from Italian giant Juventus. However, the 32-year-old is understood to have rejected an offer from the Bianconeri in order to prolong his stay at the Santiago Bernabeu for one more season. It is important to note that this is not the first time Juventus have shown interest in signing Lucas Vasquez, as this was the same last summer when Vasquez was out of contract and Real Madrid opted to renew. Before then, Juventus were showing interest in the right back as they wanted to sign him. He also said no back then, as he has also said no this time around. Playing deputy to one of the best right backs in the world in the form of Dani Carvajal is not an easy task, but for a player of Lucas Vasquez's quality, who has been called up in some of the most exciting games this season, including the game against Barcelona in the Clásico, where he was undoubtedly the star man of the show, and also the second leg against Manchester City, where he put on a better performance and also converted his penalty during the shootout. Lucas Vasquez has proven himself to be key in the top games when Carlo Ancelotti has trusted him, coupled with his experience and his leadership in the dressing room. So as far as Lucas Vasquez's contract situation is concerned, we are going to be bringing you latest update on that in the coming weeks or months. Stay tuned so you do not miss out. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss out on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.